What's up, guys? It's your boy T,
It's your girl Ella.
It's your guy Femi.
and welcome to another episode of
Small chat.
Come on,
Let's go.
Let's
All of
go.
Why are you forever unserious?
I don't know. Do you know, it's just a vibe.
Do you rehearse this intro?
No, I actually don't.
This is natural.
Because
It's just-
every week you give us something different.
You know, it has to be. Come on, man. I'm Nigerian. It
Give
runs in my
them.
blood.
It runs in your blood.
Do you get it?
5G.
Come on.
How's everyone's week?
It was good.
What'd you do?
Yeah, it was a week actually. I just remembered my week.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. Thank you.
Well, you went to church today to pray away though. Oh, so I don't know how your next week is gonna go. Femi, how's your week?
My week's been good, you know. Just work. Went to carnival on Monday. Just normal everyday life, but everything's just been good this week. So I don't have any highlights, but I think it's just there were no negative points this week, so that makes it a good week for me.
Yeah. My week. I also went to carnival, even though I didn't plan to.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't plan to go. I thought I would sit this year out, but somehow
Somebody dragged you.
somebody dragged me.
Okay.
Apparently, I was always going. I just didn't know it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good experience. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. Went back to work. My manager's off, so I'm doing again somebody else's job with mine. But you know, she's back next week, so
So,
I'll be giving it back to her. Giving her back her job.
question:
Yeah.
do you get paid extra? For
No, I don't.
Wow.
I don't get paid extra. I am negotiating my pay because I feel like I deserve more now.
This is giving not what I need.
It's not what I signed up for.
At all. It's
You need to speak to HR.
literally.
But have you not noticed that I'm consistently
Yeah.
doing more than mine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe you just need to sit down sometimes and be like, you know what? I'm not available. Sorry.
I'm not.
I can't do.
I think I do.
You cannot say yes.
The funniest thing is I'm good at saying no now. Because
Well,
like
clearly
no,
not.
probation has passed, my contract has ended, and I've been chosen to be kept. So now, I be saying no quite regularly.
They get the real tea
They
now.
get the real tea.
Now they know the new, the good tea. Yeah.
The real person that they hired.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, so let's do up.
Small chat.
So on today's episode,
Today's episode.
it's a continuation of our last episode where we're talking about the content creator. So obviously last time we discussed like the social media influencer. Today we are going a little bit different. We're going to take a different direction. We are going to the OnlyFans creator. And today our guest who's going to be talking to us is the one and only Mr. Exotic.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you coming down. I didn't realize that you don't drink.
No.
However, the rest of us are. I can tell you guys what I made actually.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, what did you give us?
It was a mango and passion fruit vodka mixed with tropical juice and mango and passion fruit naked smoothie
Wow.
and ice.
And there,
I was a mixologist in my last life.
I can tell. Cheers, guys. Enjoy.
Cheers.
I don't want to say something.
You don't want to cheers? Why not?
I don't want to drink.
You don't want to drink?
It says her sipping the cup.
It's quite nice though.
Oh, have you started your what's it called? What was it that he was doing?
God knows, but I wasn't. Yeah.
The speed course.
Now I remember it actually wasn't a good week. I had my speed awareness course this week.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, sorry, we remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually better than the last one that I done. So
Wait, what?
yeah, it's my second speed awareness course.
So when will you learn?
I don't know, man, because the cars I get, they keep on getting faster. So
So you need to
So it's a
basically do what
racetrack.
that
yeah,
car-
I need to go back to a Nissan Micro or something.
Well, today we're not here to talk about your car.
Yeah, it's true.
We're here to talk about you.
Amen.
So tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
So yeah, I go by the stage name of Mr. Exotic. I don't really disclose my government name for very obvious reasons. A story about myself. So I'm not your typical content creator in that I tried to go down the formal academic avenue, paying homage to my mum, who's like obsessed with education. So turns out I went to King's College University, got an English class degree. And then I remember my head teacher telling me around year 10 mark that if you were to go to a Russell Group university, the world would unfold before your feet, like quite literally. So I remember like holding onto my degree and jack happening literally. Sorry, excuse my French. And then I just kind of took some time to myself to realize that it was all a scam. Yeah. So I literally closed my laptop halfway through teaching, went upstairs to my head teacher's office and said, I can't do this no more. This is just not me. A bit extreme, yeah. And then I ventured into the city, did sales, and again, realized that's just a scam as well. And then I came to a junction in my life where I was like, look, I refuse to work for anybody else ever again, because no matter what you do and how you want to brush it up with whatever title, CEO, MD, whatever, you're a slave to someone else. If someone tells you what time to wake up, what you must wear, when you can go on lunch, and when you can go on holiday, you can be getting $1 million, you are a slave, and it's not for me. So OnlyFans presented itself, and yeah, here I am.
Okay. And were there other things that you, obviously up before jumping to OnlyFans, after you decided to take a break from like corporate or education, so to speak, were there any other things that you thought of before you arrived at?
No, because look, I got to a point in my life where it was no longer about making other people happy. Everything I'd done up until that point was to make my mum happy, my sister happy, my auntie happy, my cousins happy, culture happy, religion happy, tradition happy.
Yeah.
Always declining and neglecting myself. So I just looked in the mirror and I said, look, Jules, what are you good at? What do you enjoy? And what can make you money? Right?
Okay.
So I'll be very open. I've always been very sexually active. Be it with that one partner or multiple partners, it's just a reality. I enjoy it. I'm told the performance is to some degree good. I said, can I monetize it? I did it just as a, check. And in the first month I did more than I made in my whole year working. So I said, I have an opportunity here to change not just my life, my parents' life and everyone else's. Yeah.
Can we talk? Not trying to count your pockets.
No, dude, go as deep as you want. Obviously.
How much did you make in your first year?
Over $1 million. I won't disclose exactly how much, but over $1 million. I was number 2 in the whole of the UK for about 6-7 months. Bought my dream car outright. Just purchased my flat outright. Went and got my teeth done. Just lived life and did whatever I did and wanted to do, basically, for the first time ever.
Is that like a standard amount for like?
Absolutely not. No. So this is one thing that I really want to dispel. Okay, there's this kind of misconception going around that do OnlyFans, you're gonna get paid an arm and a leg. That's just simply not the case. So I think there's a statistic floating around. I think 98% of the revenue is generated by the top 1% of the content creators. So what that basically means is like 99% of people aren't making money. I know people with 1 million followers on Instagram, crazy engagement, can't get $2,000 a month on OnlyFans, doing it all, bearing it all. So it's a slug. And I'll tell you from experience, having been a teacher, having been a managing director, that OnlyFans, running a successful OnlyFans page is twice, if not 3 times as laborious as doing the other jobs I was doing before. Because you need to ask yourself, if something is giving you £40,000 a month after tax, you think you're just going to take off your top and flex your pecs and that's it?
That would be
No,
the end of it.
no. There's so much more to it. But yeah.
Sorry, you said you was top 2. Is there like a leaderboard or?
There is, yeah. So there's a percentage every day that gets refreshed. So it goes from 0.01 all the way down to 99%. And I was at 0.014 at my peak, getting astronomical money.
Nice. In terms of female, well, not female because they're not animals. Sorry, in terms of women, and men, do you think there's do you think women typically make more than men, or does that not come into play? Does that not matter?
I think it depends on the product, and I know I don't want to make people, I don't want to objectify people, but you are essentially the product, okay? So yes, statistically speaking, women have a greater pool of talent to sell their product to, because there are more men, i.e. straight men, that are interested in women than there are, for example, gay men interested in straight guys, or vice versa. So I think there's a greater talent pool, but to say that you can't make as much as the top performing woman is a lie. You absolutely can if you put in the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything you want to ask?
I have a question. Obviously, you said that you've been quite you started off being sexually active, but when was the key point when you realized, shit, I'm good at this, I'm handsome enough, I can own this, I can dominate this industry?
I think it was when like I started getting crazy requests in my DMs, like mad stuff, like
How wild are we talking?
yeah, it was so wild that it was almost unbelievable. It was like, please sell me your socks, and I'm like, what socks? And then they replied, the one on your feet. And I said, oh. So he doesn't even want the ones that I haven't even worn. He wants to warm. Okay, cool, $400. Okay, here's my address. What? No. Send the money. The money got sent. The money got sent.
For your socks.
For my socks. So hold on a minute. So I've just sold a pair of socks. And that's what my stepfather, as a bus driver, waking up at 3:15 in the morning, working from 4 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, gets a week.
Yeah.
I made that off my left foot.
You didn't send the pair, you just sent
No, I sent both, but I think the left was sweatier, so I think it was more of use to whoever purchased
Nigeria
it.
would have sent it 400 to different people already. 100. What the hell?
So yeah,
Crazy.
Do you feel like at any point, any form of regret?
okay. So, do I regret doing OnlyFans? That's a very profound question, and I don't think I can answer it honestly entirely, because to say I regret it with the car of my dreams parked outside of my new flat and my mum retired, to say that would be, I think, a disrespect to everything that the universe has gifted me. However, from a spiritual standpoint, which is where I originate from, right? I know that there is a conflict of interest between my spirituality and my flesh. But I think every person goes through that. Mine is just more publicized. But I do want to say something on the grounds of spirituality, and this is what's allowed me to take greater solace in what I'm doing. Not to justify it in any way, shape, or form. I will never be one of these people that says, no, God is happy with this. He's not. But I want to give you the analogy that actually someone shared with me just 3 days ago in the gym. Have you ever gone on a plane and gone to the very top? Okay. You look down and everything looks the same. That's how God sees sin. But humans and men, we like to characterize and say, no, but he's done that. Do you get what I mean? I ask the question. If someone wants to ask me, do I regret doing OnlyFans? I want to ask them, do you regret ever watching porn? Because in the eyes of God, if you've sat down and watched another man have sex with a woman, you're just as bad as the person filming the content.
Yeah.
You know? But why is it people don't ask that? Why is it you have an OnlyFans content creator and ask, do you regret? But 9 times out of 10, they won't get asked if they watch porn and if there's something wrong with it. I just feel there's a, you know. But do I regret it? No, because my mum's in a better space for it now. And this is what I do it for. It's for my mum, it's for my family, it's provide to them. Yeah.
Wow.
So how do you go about like your normal love life?
Oh, my love life. I've got.
Can you have a normal love life?
I've got this. I don't know where I got this idea from, but I don't know what people's obsession is with like falling in love with a partner and having a family. I know it sounds crazy. Again, it sounds crazy, but let me tell you why. Okay? No. You can have it. No, you can have it. Look. I'm a very rational, logical person where I just go through experiences, right? When I look around, I look at my mum's first marriage, I look at my sister's first marriage, I look at every single friend, relative, you know, and I just see infidelity, I see distrust, I see people complaining about money and limitations about you can't do this and you can't, and I don't want that for my life. I just want to be free spirit. Love my family, provide for my family, but I don't care. If someone wants to come in my life and be a part of my life, great. If someone wants to judge me on my past, I am so happy to be by myself for the rest of eternity and beyond. I love it. I love my own company. I can't tell you the amount of times that people message me and invite me. You mentioned Carnival. I had an infinite amount. I didn't go. I just like my own space. I like my own mind, because I've got to the position that I'm in by segregating myself from society. When I was that person that was in every motive with every family member trying to foster XY relationships, my bank balance was on minus.
Yeah.
Now, segregation leads to elevation, is what one of my friends said. Yeah, I don't need social, I don't need wife, I don't need kids. I am happy with my own self. That's it. And if someone wants to come, great. But if not, I'm fine.
You're fine with it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's healthy?
I think it's healthier than someone believing that they can't be complete and fulfilled unless there's the presence of another person
Word,
guess
word,
what?
word, word,
What
word,
happens
word,
when
word,
that other person breaks your heart and lets you down?
Aye.
Because it will happen.
Yeah, it will
we
happen.
spoke about spirituality. Why is this part of the Bible something that we never speak about? God said himself, don't put your faith and trust in another man.
It's
but
true.
a marriage is exactly you doing what God's told you not to do. You're putting your faith and trust in another man. And you see it happening over and over and over again, year after year. Then it happens to you and you're like, oh my God, why didn't it happen to me? No.
I think with marriage, it's a thing where God wanted it to be between one woman and one man to become one. So they become a partnership. They become like a whole in each other. Where at the same time with that, they need to be equally yoked. I think for me, when it comes to marriage, like of course I want that. Like I think it's a beautiful thing, especially when it's like ordained by God.
Amen.
When you're equally yoked with somebody, you wouldn't have to go through the trust issues. You wouldn't, because you would literally abide in God's presence. You wouldn't have to deal with, oh, I trust this person. Oh, no, I don't trust you because you didn't know. Because it's between both of you and the problem. Do you get it? And with when God is in it, nobody can be against
Amen.
it.
Amen. Well,
Do you know what I mean?
Pastor Ella.
Oh, so
Yes.
Amen. No,
This morning as well.
no, it's very,
good,
very,
though.
very good. Can I ask you a question just on personal experience? The peers you have around you, your family members, is anyone still in the marriage that they were, say, 5, 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A vast majority of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, and wait, there's a second part to the question. Are they genuinely happy? Because what I found in my experience is when two people stay together, one of those people has compromised their self-respect. That they're happy for XYZ to do XYZ and come back and say, we're going to work it for the name of the marriage. I'm not in that business. Like someone disrespects me, the first red flag, I promise you, you're gone. You're done. It's just, I don't have that energy.
Yeah,
oh, but let's
definitely.
work on it. Oh, he cheated on me or she cheated on me. Yeah, but it's about love. No, I ain't
If
got
he
time.
cheats, you better go. Don't stay.
But that's what they say in the beginning. But then you're
go.
married
Everyone does say
with
that
a
at the beginning.
daughter,
But then
and
you-
Why are you having a pitney when you're not married?
no, you're married with the daughter.
Oh yeah. But for me, to answer your question, yeah, there is someone in my family that is married. They've been married for a long time. They have 4 kids together, still happily married, and it's just like I know it's not even good to look at outside to like idolize a relationship, but to have someone that's like a figure for this is a healthy relationship that I strive or maybe even better for myself. Do you get it? So with that, I definitely do have that figure there, but I definitely do understand your point because a lot of people do compromise in this day and age, which don't do it. Even God said, if he cheats, you gotta go. Let him go. Let that man go. He's not yours. And that's the thing I said as well, like about being equally yoked. If you're equally yoked with somebody, things like that won't happen. There's going to be a serious understanding and respect. I think that's what builds a strong relationship. Respect. People say, oh yeah, like you have to love them unconditionally. Definitely, but if you have respect for somebody, you know, like I'm not gonna do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I totally understand. Again, I'm not here to impose my views
Definitely.
on anyone.
No, definitely.
I agree that we're all different in thinking. I just think that my style of thinking has got me
that's-
seeking. They'll find me.
I wanna bring it back to you and ask
Go
a
on,
question. How do you stay on top of your game? Like
In terms of just everything.
content you're producing, how do you make sure that
it's
you are
wild.
a step above,
it's
above the
wild.
competition?
So I'll be honest with you, it took a huge toll on my mental health. So for about 6 months, I just did for the first time what I've never been able to do in my life, and that's literally for 6 months do nothing. Ask me what I did. I don't know. Woke up, chilled, played with my dog, relaxed, unwinded,
dog.
just spent time with my family, my nieces. That's the power of financial freedom. But to answer your question, how do I keep on top of it? It's remembering who I was and where I've come from. Okay, so just to give you a little inkling, so I've got a tattoo here of Mickey Mouse, right? And people are convinced this guy is a weirdo. Why's a grown man got Mickey Mouse? So my first ever job here, just to give you an insight, was in the Disney store. 16 years of age, handing out shopping baskets. Because I asked my mum for training, she said, "Son, I physically can't. We don't have the money." And then when I wasn't doing those jobs, I would follow my mum to the cleaning jobs. Now picture this. I don't really know my father. He split up with my mum for XYZ reasons, hence why I don't really believe in love. That might be a psychological trauma. At least my therapist thinks it is. But seeing the woman that you love struggle, her ankle's swollen because she's been working 13-hour shifts and she can't even afford to buy trainers. And how can you say you love her, yeah, and do what 99% of my friends are doing? They're going out dancing and spending on these girls, and their parents are deprived, still working. I said, no, this can't be my mum. So there are days I wake up and my bone's sticking out of place and I don't want to train, or I don't want to eat that tuna, or I want to sip some alcohol. But remembering my mum, that's it. That's all the motivation I need. I will wake up. I don't need sleep. I don't need motivation. I don't need this. I just wake up and get it done because my mum is my life. And I'm so scared. I've said to her many a times, Mum, I fear for me when you leave because then I will have no motivation. She's everything to me. So, yeah.
Damn, that's deep.
So, yeah, that's my motivation. And it's kind of interesting because where it becomes difficult is the person that I'm doing this for appreciates the thought, but she doesn't appreciate the avenue. My mum's a very spiritual person. Like, even to buy her something from the money of OnlyFans, she refutes it because she's next level spiritual. But I also do TikTok live and I get a very substantial amount from there, so I just refund it
from there.
Either way, I find a way to.
What do you do on TikTok Live?
So I just
same content or different?
No, Jesus Christ! On TikTok.
They'll ban you. They'll ban you.
No, you don't know.
They'll ban you.
The PG version, maybe. I don't know.
This is how you know Femi's not on the TikTok.
Yeah. Check his search history. You probably see OnlyFans. No, joking. No, you can't do it, and I wouldn't do it obviously because of the age discrepancy. I'd like to think I'm more than just a pretty face. I've got a lot of substance to share with people, and I'm very truthful. This is my best piece of advice to you. Always be who you are. So, for example, when I started OnlyFans, I was told categorically, if you don't sleep with men, it's impossible for you to make 30, 40K a month. It's literally, it's unheard of, right? I said, damn. Then I love it when people tell me I can't do it. Because that propels me to want to prove them wrong. I prefer that than someone tell me I can do it. So I did it, but I did it because I was true to myself and I was honest with all my fans. I said, look, I am a straight guy. Like, you're never going to see that sort of content because it's just not me. Yeah. I'm happy to compromise to some degree. I'm sure you've seen some fruity videos out there, but never with another man present because that's something that's sacred to me. I respect anyone who wants to do it, but my thing has always been I'm never going to do in public what I wouldn't do in private. Yeah. And I'm not going to compromise morals for the sake of a quick buck. Some people might say I've compromised it to a degree. Bro, I'm doing what I was doing behind closed doors. And I was filming it 9 times out of 10 anyway. Ask me why, I don't know. It's just a fetish that I had. So I'd always recommend to just be true to yourself, be authentic, and be like who you are. Don't try to be anyone else. And that will pull through. And eventually the people who do stay will stay forever and beyond.
Amen.
They stay for you. You know?
I think that brings me to my question is that do you feel that what you were willing to do at the start, do you feel like your boundaries had moved over time as to like what you're willing to do now? Yeah,
so 4 years on and I still never done nothing with men, ever. So they couldn't have shifted that much. Have I been more open to other things that I'll probably be against? Yes, but that's natural and it comes with the territory because the desire for making money. But when I found myself slipping through that nest, that's when I took the time out to say, hey, Chills, remember who you are, remember why you're doing this, and don't lose yourself in the process, you know? So yeah, I've been able to kind of balance that as best as I can.
As best as you can, yeah. That makes sense.
So how did you tell your family that you were doing this?
How did I tell my family? Oh yeah, no, I sat down. You see, I don't really have a problem because I've always lived my life on the mantra, I'd rather you love me, hate me for who I am than love me for who I'm not. So when people say, like, I just want to express, it's not because I've come from a broken home. Or because, like, my mum, I pray you guys one day get a chance to meet her. If I call at 3 o'clock in the morning, this woman is not saying, hi son, how are you? It's praise the Lord. And it's answering after the first ring because she's already on her knees praying. Every single day, 3 till 6. Religiously, 7 days a week. She goes to the mount and my mum is official. So I just want to set the scene so you know it wasn't an easy conversation. Right? But again, who are you living your life for?
So you fully desensitized.
Especially in our culture. It's but my mum wants this. How sad to get to the end of your life and open a book and see someone else having the pen in their hand, finalizing it, putting a full stop and closing the book for you. Are you mad? I'm not doing that. Because guess what? Sister, there are decisions that your mum made throughout the course of her life that you today would frown upon and go against. She still did it. And do you question her love for you? No. So how the conversation went was very simple. Mommy, I love you. That's first and foremost, all right? But I'm at a stage in my life where I'm not happy. Like, I've done everything for you. X, Y, Z, I delivered. But now it's time to live on my means. Okay, son, so what do you suggest? OnlyFans. My sister, my baby sister, oh my God, she started laughing so much. And my mom was like, what's that, son? She's like, Mom, you don't want to know. So she said, what's OnlyFans, son? Come on, what's OnlyFans? I said, it's fans, pay for me. And then my baby sister, well, what are they paying for? I said, move, man. She's the same one. She's the same one asking me for a car now, yeah? You see? And I just said, look, Mom, you know, you can do whatever sort of content, but I'm thinking of doing this. She just like...
Blood of Jesus.
She said, no, son. And then, yeah, that was the reaction. It cut deep like a knife. And I want you to picture this, right? I want you to picture posting a picture on Twitter, fully naked, without the slightest clue of what's going to come back. You've just jeopardized your entire 5 years degree. You've just jeopardized 7-8 years of working in a city, knowing you will never be able to get a normal job again.
True.
Can you imagine the anxiety in my heart? Can you imagine?
You risked a lot.
Because you didn't even know he was going to blow at that point as well.
Never! What? And that's it. And if you go and check my license plate, at the bottom of it, it says, on the other side of fear is freedom. That was the first caption I posted on Twitter 4 years ago. But I want to tell you today, yeah, that playing it safe will never, and you can save this and send it back to me, will never get you anywhere. Ever. That's if you're a pastor, a porn star, a cleaner, whatever. At some point in your life, there's a decision to make where you have to risk it all.
Yeah.
And those brave enough to risk it will receive the rewards on the other side. And that's it. That's literally it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. Scary. But I did it.
Do you still have the same circle of friends from way back?
Good question. No, absolutely not. No, I lost, I'd say 99.9999% of
So
all my
100%,
friends.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, and all my family, yeah. But what's more important to me? A circle of friends who aren't really friends, because if they're not supporting you, come on, man. Like, seriously. Or success. I'm all about success. That's it. And success is obviously it's subject to whatever person is saying it, but success to me is making sure my mum is never going to be told orders by another human being about what to do, when to do, how to do it. That's successful.
I think also, just adding my own 2 cents to it, I think also your parents needing something from you and you not having to think about it and just be able to just give it to them.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, guys. Crazy. Crazy, liberating. Yeah.
What's your biggest ick about doing this, though?
My biggest ick about doing this?
Yeah. The DMs?
No, my biggest ick would probably be social perceptions. But again, that's people's ignorance. And 99.9%, I'm obsessed with that figure, of the hate that I get is always by people beneath me. It's crazy. I know billionaires. I know billionaires. One Nigerian in specific, if he sees this, he'll be laughing, yeah? I can't explain this guy's wealth. He sits in a dinner table with me and Harrods and his other affluent billionaire friends. They know what I do. We were introduced to each other. They don't
care, yeah.
But Sam, who lives on a council estate, doesn't make £15,000 a month, is wanted to leak my content to all the friends and say, look what this guy's doing, it's crazy. Who are you to tell me anything?
It's because you're stealing their women.
It's because my mum always told me when I was growing up, son, everyone wants you to do well, but never better than them. And the second you do, the true colours show. So my best friends growing up were the ones that were sending leaks of my videos. Well, let me not even get started.
Wahala.
Yeah. Best friends slept with me in my house, like growing up as kids, did a madness.
Wow.
Downloaded all my content onto a CD and started posting it through letterboxes in the estate into my mum's house, titled it Gospel CD. So she's playing it thinking it's a madness.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait.
This is the tip of the iceberg. I'm not even giving you the stories. It's crazy. No one wants. You can't even believe what I've gone through the last 3 years. You can't.
Wow.
Most people would have killed themselves. I'm being dead serious.
Damn.
Yeah. But you go check my tax bill for last year. £254,000.
Go on, tell
That's what I
him.
contribute to society. So I'll ask you the question. Who's actually doing more for society? The porn star? Yeah? Or the people that are doing the 9 to 5 in a shirt and tie?
Damn.
Who's doing more for society? Literally, I know who Rishi Sunak would prefer.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
I'm contributing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm contributing.
Yeah.
That's contribution. So
That's
yeah, I don't.
Sorry,
care
I'm still stuck on.
Yeah,
What's
it's
Bossidi?
not-
That's
on
a
the-
madness.
It is a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
Yeah.
Because I'm quite close with my mum as well. You know my brother as well.
Yeah.
Like we are quite close with my mum. Out of all of us, I'm probably the closest to my dad, but we all have really tight relationships with our mum, and I could not imagine.
Yeah.
I could not imagine. As much as like probably out of all my siblings, I'm probably the rebel. Like I'm much to the beat of my own drums, and I did go through the phase of like doing everything that your parents wanted, but I can't remember exactly when. I just decided, yeah, no, this is not working for me.
Yeah.
And then I did go from the favorite kid to the disobedient one,
Kid,
the
what's
troublesome,
your
like all of that.
problem?
But on the other side now, my parents respect me, but there's still that little bit of like you don't want your parents to be disappointed in you, and I think being told that you're gonna do this, that your son's gonna do this, and then actually seeing it are two different things. And no.
Has she ever watched your content, by the way? Sorry.
I can't
hope
tell
not.
you. I can't tell you definitively because I've not been on my mum for 24 hours. But I'm sure someone somewhere has
Sent it.
Has
Yeah,
sent it,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm
definitely.
sure all my family members have. Yeah. But again, what have they seen? Me doing drugs, which so many people do that I don't.
Yeah.
Me doing anything like I'm having sex. I want to bring that down to people because somewhere along the line
That everyone's doing.
yeah, like I don't get like okay. So if I was, for example, right, swallowing a sword in its entirety, yeah, into my stomach, that's something no one in this room has done. But where's the scandal of me doing something that everyone in this room has done?
Well, not everybody.
Oh, all right, not everyone. A majority of people. A majority of people. Do you get what I mean? Like I don't understand what the stigma is. I don't understand what the. I don't get
I
it.
have a question. Is there a difference between when you do it privately versus when you do it on camera, in terms of how you feel and how you enjoy it?
I'm very.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Very good question. I'm not one of those theatrical content creators in that there's a crazy setup and lights and all of this like proper production. No, I've always been the amateur-esque kind of fly on the wall guy. So a simple iPhone, lights on, that's it. It doesn't even exist in my mind. I don't even look at the camera. I don't care about it. It's not there. It doesn't happen. And then at the end, I'm like, oh snap, we filmed it. Let's see what happened. And then I edit it and I post it.
So it's almost like the same then.
Identical.
Wow.
No, wait. No, not identical because one, I might have just met on the day. I'm still trying to remember her name and stuff like that. And it's like, shit. You might say, oh, it's crazy. But yeah, the other one, you've obviously got a vested interest in emotionally.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And also, another thing, I just want to show that I'm not crazy as people think. I've been in this industry for 4 years. Guess how many girls I've collaborated with?
How many?
Too many.
10.
In 4 years? 10, yeah? You? Too many.
Too many.
Yeah?
I would, because I've actually seen your content.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
from memory that I can remember, I think it's about 4, maybe 5.
Okay, 4. And then you last one? 8. All right, cool. I've done 5 collabs in 4 years. Yeah. I could have done that many girls on a weekend in Ibiza easily. Like, facts. So, I
Damn.
did that because I am conscientious of my future and I am conscientious of potentially settling down. Not that it's a priority right now. And it's going to be an easier conversation with my future wife, if God, permits, to say, look, I was in this industry, but I'm not of this industry.
Yeah.
Look how many people I slept with in the entirety. And they're going to be like, wow, that's actually respectful. In the grand scheme of things, right? It's still not respectful because you're out there, blah, blah, blah. But it's the worst of the two devils. So, yeah. So, there's my answer.
You spoke earlier about how like being in the industry like affected your mental health and all that kind of stuff. And would you say like you're kind of on the other side, or are you still kind of like working through?
It's a ever flowing process.
You're always healing
It's
from it.
small little things. For example, you go into the gym, right, and you'll see 3 guys like looking at their phones, looking at you, looking at the phones, then giggling.
I've seen it happen to you.
Then giggling, then pointing at you. Then okay, it's fine. Then a girl that you've spoken to at the gym, who's clearly interested in you, they will go out their way to go tell the girl that this guy's gay. this guy being me.
Yeah.
Knowing fully well that that's not true. I'm like, what the hell? So stuff like that, of course it gets to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. But I've just learned to genuinely not care about what people think. We could go
That's
on my
funny
Twitter
'cause-
right now and show you all my content, and I wouldn't twitch because I don't care. I know what it's done for me. I know what I have in my account. I know my standard of living, and it's what I would have prayed for so many years ago. So I'm gonna care what Cindy says, and I'm gonna allow Cindy's opinion now to disrupt my reality and my happiness. It's never gonna happen because Cindy's not even gonna be on my funeral. You think of it. How many people that you care about, right?
That was dark.
Wow.
Yeah, but how many people
That's
that you?
Oh my
opinions-
gosh.
How many people's opinions that you care about? They're not going to be there on the most important day of your life. And you, I wish you
Just
could
gonna
resurrect
cross
and
my
see who's going to be
Who's
in your
gonna be,
funeral.
yeah.
Hardly anyone. And if the people that are 90% is for chicken and wings and chips and so just
Jollof rice.
live your life. Live your life. Don't be a prisoner to other people.
You are definitely preaching. We're gonna have to call you Pastor Exotic.
Wait. About that. And I want this to be on record. I want this to be on record. This is perhaps the most important part of the conversation, right? And God, and time will tell. I feel in my heart of hearts, right? Because I've received loads of prophecies when I was younger in church. I used to be the lead drummer, part of the youth group, etc. And loads of people told me that I was going to be a pastor, right? And my mum's got this undeniable conviction, and I feel it in my heart because God's used me even during these moments. I'll share with you one testimony if I can.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
proper deep, and I want it to be on record. So if I'm lying, my mum can see and say, "No, he's a liar." Watch this. This is proof that God uses who He wants, not who we think. Right? It's about 11:45 midnight. This is at the cusp of COVID. All right. I've smoked something before going for a run, so that's even more of a reason that God ain't gonna speak to you, bro. You're crazy. Anyway, I'm halfway through the run. I hear a voice. My sister, by the way, just to give you context, is in hospital in the ICU unit because she's got a 50% survival chance because of COVID. It's damaged her crazy. And I hear a voice in the middle of the night as I'm running, and it says, "Tell your sister to stand. She's healed." Oh my God, the goosebumps I had. The voice, I can explain it vividly. It was like this deep, like, when someone's like a commanding voice, everything went silent. It's my sister's name. Stand, she's healed. And it was the saddest day of my life. Watch what my mum turned around and said to me. Said, "Son, with all due respect, why would He use you? I'm praying here in the middle of the night. Your sister's a warrior, and you that wants to be doing pornography. Son, come on." She switched the phone on me. I'm 33 years of age, the saddest day of my life, because here was the one that I love telling me that I'm not even worthy of being used by God, who's meant to be my father. So watch this. 15 minutes go by. She calls me back crying. I said, "Mum, what happened?" She said, "Son, I can't believe it." I said, "Mum, what happened?" "Your sister." I said, "What did she see?" She saw a white light in the head of the bed. And guess what words she heard? "Stand up, you're healed." She took the IC things off her chest. She took it, ripped it all off. The doctors are coming in saying she's crazy. 5 minutes of disturbance has gone by. They've realized that she's fully functioning without the units. And my mum called me apologizing. And I said, "Mum, this is to show you that God who uses who He pleases. And more often than not, it's the least.
It's the least person that you
It's
expect.
the least. So sister and brothers, you not having sleep and sleeping around, if you genuinely believe that is enough for you to inherit God's wisdom, God's grace, God's mercy, you're crazy. Because it's not by our doings, but by His mercy and His sacrifice and His glory. Do you get what I mean? So this is a very long-winded way of saying that I believe I am going through what I'm going through to solidify the testimony that is at the end. And part of the message was from a porn star to a pastor, to show the youth that, look, everything that you aspire to have, tattoos, women, cars, drugs, I've tried it all. And there's proof, because there's some people that they've tried it. You can go and see it for yourself. And I'm standing here after 20 years of experience and all of that, telling you Jesus Christ is the truth, the way, and the life. And you're not going to be compelled to listen to the name Jesus?
He didn't stutter. He did not stutter.
That's my calling.
He didn't stutter.
Genuinely believe it. And when sisters and brothers say to me, "Oh, but bro, look, everything you've gone through, how do you know a detergent works? How do you know a detergent works?
Yeah.
By the
It's
stains
right,
it
yeah,
removes.
Yeah.
How do you know the power of Jesus if He's not cleaned you? So that's it. And I know everyone might judge me, but what I've done is not a dip in the ocean to what Jesus has seen and experienced. And He will forgive me, I know it, because He knows the intention of my heart. If I should be graced to get to that opportunity. But my And my mum's conundrum is, what if you don't make it that far? I said, he knows everything, and I leave it in his hands, and that's it.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Really.
Damn.
Yeah.
Goosebumps. Is it hard in
Yeah.
here?
There's a reason why when Mary Magdalene was being stoned, he protected her. There's a reason. There's an illustrative purpose.
Yeah.
He and she that we think is at the bottom, he will place at the top. And he who is at the top, he'll place at the bottom. Damn. So be careful. Next time you look at someone, it's instinctive. I used to do it to people in this industry. You do what? She can't be a good person. But let me tell you something. I've been with teachers, I've been with professors, and I've been with corporate people. And some of the purest hearted people with the most beautiful stories are in this industry that I'm in right now. Crazy.
Damn.
Crazy.
You didn't expect that either.
You would not at all.
But then I think it's natural for humans to judge people even in the most subtle way. Like you might even be aware
Of course.
that you're doing it. I think obviously for me, I'm from the school of thought that if it's not directly affecting me, I don't personally care enough. But that's something that I've adopted on my own, and that's probably because I also don't want to be
Judged.
If that makes sense.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
And being Nigerian and Muslim, or raised by two Muslim parents, and wearing earrings and wearing that kind of stuff, like, there was a period where my mum was not okay with it.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I remember there was once, she literally came up to me. I was in the kitchen. I was actually getting dressed to go out. She was like, "You look nice, but you look so much nicer if you just took all those chains and earrings off your face." And I was just like,
I think the intentions, the intentions of a human is always more of a focal point than the execution itself. Because I personally, just speaking personally, I would rather a porn star who does what he does to provide for his mother and to put food on her table than someone who works in the city looking beautiful but hasn't given his mum a tenner in 20 years, knowing she needs it. But society will say that he's better because he's doing that, you know. So don't look at the exterior, always look at the interior. But you'll only know the interior if you have the chance to speak to the person, as you've done today. And you can make, you know, whatever conclusions you want, but my mission remains the same, to provide for my family. That's it, regardless of what anyone thinks of me.
But that's a good place for us to move to the next segment of the show. It's a little bit more lighthearted.
Okay.
That's deep.
No, it's necessary. It's necessary.
So basically, it's a quick fire round.
Go on.
So we're gonna ask you like a series of questions. You just say the first thing that pops to your mind.
All right.
Okay.
Snap.
Should I go first?
Yeah.
Night in or night out?
Night in.
Dancehall or Afrobeats?
You said the first one was easy.
If you asked me a week ago before Vibes was released, I'd say what was the other Afrobeats? Yeah, but now Vibes is out. Sorry, man. Free, dancehall.
Hello.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a superpower, what would it be?
To be invisible.
Really?
Just
Wow.
to see what people say about me. Yeah, just because I know there's a lot of people that will say something in my face and be very nice, but I know and I have information that they wouldn't say that behind my back. So just it will help me separate the real from the fake even more than I've been able to do so.
That could be so detrimental to one's mental health there.
No. Again, if you care about what people think.
Yeah.
I care just so that you're not around me if you're fake. Do you get what I mean? That's the only reason I care. I don't actually care about what you're thinking. So it's just to decipher the real and the fake. That's it.
If you were going to a desert island, what's one thing that you'll take with you?
My mum.
Period.
Straight. If she's there, we survive. It's just that simple. I know it sounds crazy. Yeah, me and my mom.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh.
It's nice because I'm very close to my mom too. So and we get called mom's voice.
Yeah. People say what they want. I don't care. I love that woman. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Of?
Just in general, like what bugs you the most?
People who are unhygienic. Oh my God, there's no going back from that.
No, because Monday morning, why are you stink?
Nah. I remember getting on the tube on the Northern Line. Bro! How?
It makes no no sense.
Oh.
And you tell me you only shower once a week.
And they are the
Who
ones that
raised
want to be
you?
lifting their arm right next to your nose.
shower
No,
once a week?
man, I can't do it. No. Clean yourself, please.
No, I go into the swimming pool. That's my shower for the day.
No. Or I showered before I came to the gym. Why do I need to shower again? No.
That is actually really
I'm obsessed.
nasty.
I'm obsessed with.
Really nasty. I
You're
can't
being
take that.
rude to me.
Yeah.
Why do I have to smell you?
So one last thing
Go on.
before we wrap up. If there is someone who is struggling with the cost of living crisis right now, and they are considering going into the, I guess, porn industry, OnlyFans, what is the one advice that you would give them?
My one advice would be to obviously think about it. And by thinking about it, I don't mean, taking into consideration other people's opinions about it, but truly how you would feel. I tell you what, let's cut the bullshit. My advice is this, very simple. Close your eyes and visualize you, the person asking, being on the front page of Google, butt naked, not even socks on. Yeah? How does that make you feel? If you're okay with that, sister, go get the money. I salute you. If you're not, then don't even contemplate it.
Yeah.
No, because you know what happens thereafter from there. I've seen it. People killing themselves in this industry because of it. Yeah. I've seen people go in jail because they've done crazy stuff as a result of the bullying because of their content, etc. Yeah, you have to be very, very strong-minded. And yeah, that's my advice.
Right.
Just give it a long think. But it could easily be the best decision of your life. As it could easily be the worst. Only God knows.
Only God knows.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming to talk to us and
appreciate
to
it.
sit with us today. We appreciate you.
Amen.
Yeah, it was
Thank
definitely
you so
talking
much.
to you.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you guys for listening to another episode of
Small chat. Let's go.